Hello everybody, how are you doing? Today we have a very special match for you. We have the quarterfinal match of this season's AlpX. This was season 3. The EU team won in a very impressive game against the Regenerate clan. So congratulations to them, and we're hoping that we can get the same success on the NA side. So today, my co-caster is going to be Snap XD. How are you doing, man? Snap, are you there?
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was reading Discord.
That's all good. Okay, so this quarterfinal match is going to be against AIlin, All Inspiration. Good team, been around for a while. We've had a lot of fun matches with them, so I am excited for this game. And we are all lobbied up, so I'm just going to tell Sigfred I am ready. Alrighty, and we are underway. Let me just change. Okay, cool. Forgot to add the little cool bar for the AlpX thing, but you guys can see the whole screen. Okay, so first match is going to be ZVZ. Our player is Ice Prelude, also known as Drift and River. Very motivated guy. Joined recently, but really enthusiastic to play in team leagues, and I'm excited to see him here because he's just been, messaging me a lot. Really enthusiastic to play, and I hope he does well. Okay, so in the top corner of Triton, we have, for game number 1, Tool, the purple Zerg for All Inspiration.
And spawning in at the bottom right, it is the teal Zerg for playing for AlpX. It is Ice Prelude, who opted for an early pool. So we're going to see some cheese.
Nice.
Cool.
Ice Prelude did tell me that his ZVZ is pretty all-in heavy. He doesn't have a ton of macro ZVZ under his belt, so I expected this from him. And for the TheNydus, cheese is pretty good.
Uncommon maps, so people aren't necessarily as prepared as they should be. Not necessarily knowing where all the Overlord paths to catch the early pools are at. So this will be cool. We'll see how Tool handles this.
Exactly.
It's not going to be super committal out of Ice Prelude. He is taking a natural behind this, so we'll see just how dedicated he is to making lings. So far, still only lings in production, but he will switch to drones before too long.
Miguel pointing out, I was just going to remind us that Ice Prelude is Baguette. Yeah, he is French-Canadian, pretty sure. So the French invasion continues, and we are powerless to stop it, but they're on 2 continents now, so... Although Kingslayer he's not French, though. That's right. He's just in Canada. Okay, anyways, the lings of Ice Prelude are here. Will there be a cancel? No, okay.
So we see the drones get pulled. So a lot of this will come down to micro, and he loses a drone for free already.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Catching a few lings there. Got the hatchery down to about half health, and now some drones going to get killed as well. Fighting pretty efficiently with the drones, but still losing 7 drones. Okay, that was a pretty good fight for Ice Prelude. Now he has a worker lead, and he's diving forward, although with this spine crawler up, he will be sealed off from the main. But overall, a pretty good exchange for him.
One thing players often forget to do, and I see Ice Prelude doing this, is he's left his Overlord on top of the ramp. So as soon as Tool builds a queen, that Overlord's gonna die unless Ice gets on top of that.
And that's a good
But
point. Losing
we
an
do
Overlord that early is going to be really damaging for any further pressure Ice is going to do if he gets supply capped.
for sure. And we see a significant worker lead. No, not significant. Only 3. The hatch didn't go down, which is what you really want out of a 12 or 13 pools. You want the hatch to be dead, but he got 6 worker kills, so I think that's okay-ish damage. But he's following it up with roaches, and I think he might go pretty all in on roaches after this as a follow-up.
What do you think about Roachalins on this map with the ramp?
Uh, I don't think it's the best. It is a wide ramp, so you can get decent fights fighting up the ramp, but uh, you're still going to need a lot of roaches. And Ice Prelude got the information, the early information, that there was a spine crawler, so he knows that there's already going to be some invested static defense. I'd like him to see. I'd like to see him take the drone lead that he has and take a third and maybe go for a later push, but he's building 8 roaches right now, so we're going to see just how well Tool is prepared for it. And with the baneliness going down, it's not what you really want against roaches, but it's not game ending.
Real quick, thank you, Jay Skippy, for a lot of those subs. I'm really sorry. For some reason, the Streamlabs notification isn't working. I might have put the wrong link in, but you gifted. Let me check. Wow.
17. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you already counted. Sorry. 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 12 or 13. So yeah, thanks a ton, man. That's a lot of subs and really gonna help our channel grow. So very much appreciated, Jay Skippy. Great team player and a really solid guy. Okay, so we got the third going down for Tool. And with just Banelings there to defend it, this Roach Ling push coming out is most likely going to shut that down.
Mm-hmm. He's still only building units, so this is definitely very all in out of Ice Prelude. They're on equal worker counts, but Tool's moving across the map, so he's gonna be out of position to defend this. Oh, Bane's coming up though. Oh, big Bane hits out of Tool. But now he sees the roaches, and now he knows, oh shoot, gotta drop my own roach wearing. Maybe cancel the third. We'll see.
Ooh, he decides to go for it. Maybe thinks he can hold this off with just Ling Bane. Roach Warren only half done here.
Now that spine crawler is going to do a lot of work, so he needs to focus that down quickly and not be distracted by lings. But the lings don't bite with the spine crawler, and it goes down for free. Oh my.
Yeah, that spine goes down really easily. These lings getting down. The stutter step with the roaches killing most of Tool's lings. And now, is Ice Prelude just going to march in here, uncontested? Take down the Baneling Nest. He took down the Morphing Spore Spine Crawler. Pulling back to avoid these broodlings. There's more roaches streaming across the map. He's not even going to go for the third. There's just not going to be anything left here for Tool. Okay, 8 roaches are going to morph here soon. But if Ice Prelude gets right on top of them, it's not going to matter. Because they're morphing from different locations.
He needs to realize right now just how big of an advantage he has. Right now he's tentative about pushing in, but there he goes. He's like, he was afraid to get up the ramp and attack the units of Tool, but Ice Prelude takes game 1. Fantastic job.
Very nicely done. And Drifting River takes the game. People in the chat, thank you. We've got Sun Lily, Miguel, Sniper, I am Igor, J Skippy, a couple other people. Sketchy, good to see you, man. What's going on? And thanks for everybody showing up and watching. Also, Got Quail, I believe. So yeah, good start for us, getting that first game. And who is the next player? Not to Quails. Looks like Nauticals is a Protoss player. Tier 2 Diamond, 4K MMR.
Excellent.
It's cool this time we have a 75-second delay, which is nice. Tech4 agreed to that, and we don't have to wait 3 minutes to interact with people in the chat.
Nice.
So, are we waiting for someone?
Waiting on the map pick from Nauticals.
Okay, cool. Also, hopefully next time I cast, guys, I should have a webcam. I ordered a new one. The one I had was super old and wasn't working, so should have a webcam next time I cast, so it'll be fun.
That'll be pretty cool. I love our streaming graphics. Thanks so much to Sunlily for putting those out. As soon as I get out of school again, the semester just started, but as soon as I get back to school, I'm going to start streaming again, and I'm really looking forward to having those cool updated streaming graphics.
Yeah, absolutely. These are very fresh graphics. I think cooler than our old ones. And also, in that same vein, the merch store, we got some very... Wait a second. Okay, hopefully that may be coming soon. I forgot. I'm sorry if that was not released yet. Did that get released yet to everybody?
The merch store? Yeah, it has.
Okay, I'm sorry, because it was only to the officers for a while, and for a second I panicked. I was hoping I didn't reveal something. I was
top secret information.
Well, the Sykes one was like 6 months of the merch store in progress, so. But this one we whipped out fast, so.
Nice.
Thanks to Sunlily for that. And we are going into Dragonshire. You a Lord of the Rings fan, Snap? At all?
I am. I enjoy it quite a bit.
You liked the Peter Jackson movies?
Yeah? Wait, did Peter Jackson did The Hobbit or all of them?
Well, the first 3, I guess.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first 3, but the 3 Hobbit movies I could care less for.
Yeah, I thought the first 3 ones were really really fun, and but the Hobbit, like the first one was okay, and then the subsequent 2 were garbage, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. They took the shortest book and made it into 3 movies.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. For game number 2, we have a ZVP on Dragonshire, and in the bottom corner we have Nauticals for all inspiration as the green Protoss.
And in the top right-hand corner, spawning on Dragonshire, is the Teal Zerg for AlphaX. It is Ice Prelude. Taking a 17 gas. So we're going to see aggression. Not necessarily cheese, but aggression out of him.
One of the things about Dragonshire, it does have a kind of a choky ramp coming down from the natural, so you can get a wall up relatively easy.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's definitely safer. And he's gonna take his natural base, but it looks like it's gonna be denied by the probe, or at least blocked for a little bit. No, the probe just runs straight up.
Ooh.
So he's gonna get it.
Ice Prelude faked him out, moving the probe, moving the drone back.
But there's another drone out. Although it looks like he's just checking for cannon rushes.
Very wise.
Yeah. See Gateway Cyber before Nexus out of Protoss. So I'm not too familiar with Protoss builds, but this seems pretty standard all in all. Maybe a little safer than what it could be for Zerg, but standard onto Protoss for sure.
Apologize, guys. I just switched the overlays. So
Oh,
it was small for about the first 2 minutes of the game. Apologize. And Stalker coming out. So sometimes when we see a Stalker, that can mean just wanting to push the Overlord back so we can then go for like a Twilight Council tech. Like into something
right.
like an 8 gate or something.
This is a very smart choice on this map because I don't see any high ground pillars for the Overlord to hide on. So that was almost a given that he would get the free Overlord. But he's dropping 3 shield batteries
Huh.
behind the wall and a Stargate with no Nexus. So he's turtling up very hard. What an interesting build. 4th shield battery. Goodness.
Is he gonna go like mass Stargate or what? What's the idea? I'm a little confused. The
I
Overlord's gonna come in also from the other angle too, so he's gonna get a scout at the tech.
mm-hmm.
Or not the Stargate at the natural, but whatever he throws down in the main.
So it is going to be Void Ray. He's supply block, so it was delayed for a couple seconds, but it is going to be Void Ray. He's going to do some Overlord hunting, and then maybe push across the map with a couple Stalkers.
Hmm. We've got a pretty late third for Ice Prelude.
A late third, but earlier than the natural Protoss.
True.
Ooh. The worker count favoring Ice Prelude by 5. We'll see. We'll see how he handles a macro situation in CVP.
Looks like the Void Ray is coming out, and it's gonna intercept pass with one of these lings, maybe. Ooh. Actually, we'll just miss it. Okay, but now Ice Prelude will be able to see the Void Ray, so he does know that that's out, and he can react accordingly.
Yep. He does have vision of it now. We'll see if he notices. Oh, the Void Ray is rallied to find the Overlord, though, so it might get taken down before he sees the Twilight Council.
Oh, the Void Ray actually derps there. He cancels the
Oh,
original path. So we'll see the Twilight Council. But still no indication of how economically behind he was. And on top of that, Nauticals was supply capped for a minute there. He's building a Phoenix. But, I mean, if Ice Prelude could build some roaches right now, march across map, there's not much he could do.
yeah. The 2 Void Rays would be
That's true.
okay at defending, and the 4 shield batteries would probably not allow him to bust in.
Didn't see that
But
second Void Ray.
um, still drones on the production tab for Ice Prelude. He's got double Evo chamber, but he's only researching +1 range, and he's got a Hydra to come down. So I'd say he's reacting accordingly. Maybe his natural gas is a little late, but it seems like he's going to be okay for the Spire tech. Or not Spire tech, the Stargate tech.
Got a Phoenix in the main poking around. Not going to get Overlord. One of the Queens actually used a transfuse on it. Ooh, kind of wasted one there, but
That's alright. No Hydra upgrades. That's a mistake. Yeah, there he goes. He starts +1. He starts a range upgrade right now. And we see Charge coming out for Protoss. So it looks like he's going to go for Stargate Charge. It would be very cool to see, well, be very good to see him drop a Templar Archives and add an Archons to the mix for this.
yeah, it's
That
actually...
way,
Sorry, go ahead.
well, that way he has something to handle the Zerglings fairly well, while the Charge will have to take care of the Hydras and the Phoenix take care of everything else.
I mean, this was a long time ago. This was like an SOS thing, or not the exact player. Naniwa did this. There was a little bit of a popularity of Void Ray Charge Lot Archon in PvZ a long time ago. Looks like he's trying to bring it back right now, which is interesting. We've seen so many weird builds recently. StarCraft 2.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. New patch, everyone's trying to experiment with what's new, what's fancy, what's fun. So this attack of the third is going to be fairly uncontested because Ice Prelude doesn't have much of an army. Not one that can combat this, at least.
He's going to lose that third pretty quickly. And yeah, it looks like there's just not really enough here for Ice Prelude. Good 9 Hydra's going to morph in a second. But he's getting caught outside of his base, so he can't even fight with the ramp.
Hydra's on the front line means that the Zealots are going to do exactly what they need to be doing. We see a little bit of a drone pull. The drones from the third base, at least. The ground forces of Nautical are taken care of, though, and he flies away home with the Phoenixes. So 10 worker losses for Ice Prelude and the third base down, but he still has a worker lead.
We've got a total of 6 saturation at the natural. He's just not built very many probes at all.
Yeah.
He's continuing to warp in at that gateway in the middle of the map, so it looks like he's really just trying to go all in on this. And Ice Prelude is moving out with Hydras. Does he have? Yeah, slow Hydras right now, and slow Roaches, right?
Right.
Yeah, no speed there, so it's going to be a while. And if Ice Prelude's not careful, he can get outmaneuvered. Needs to get those upgrades up ASAP.
Yeah. He's got 11 idle larvae with this attack pushing in. He needs to spend those on Roaches or Hydras. Or Zerglings. It doesn't matter what he spends it on right now, but he has to be spending that larva. That's really critical.
Got some semblance of Roaches in the front taking for the Hydras, and the DPS of the Hydras is strong, and it's going to be a recall here, and he's going to get a couple free units here, a couple sentries, cost him a lot of gas.
Yep. The third base is about 3/4 of the way finished for Ice Prelude, so he's going to be okay economically, only losing 2 workers on that attack. But he's pushing across the map, and Muscular Augment's finishing in 8 seconds for him, so he's going to have that Hydra speed, so he can run away if he starts to take a bad fight.
There's actually nothing besides the case warping and some now, but there's 4 shield batteries for defense, but Ice Prelude can start to chip away at some of the buildings here, and actually is going to deny this third. Remember, Nautical's economy is really bad right now. His income is a bit lower than Ice Prelude's, and they're on equal bases. Okay, here's the diving in. The Hydras are there. Shield batteries not even matter because the DPS of the Hydras is so strong.
For sure. It looks like he's going to bust in fairly easily. Once the Zerglings get past the sentry and then get in... Oh, not even going to fight it. Ice Prelude takes game number 2.
All right, with a 2-0 lead, Ice Prelude coming out strong. Very, very nice. That was a weird, an interesting open from Nauticals.
Yeah, I was really confused by it. It was Gateway Cyber into Stargate, 4 shield batteries, and then a Nexus. I think he was very suspicious of an all-in from Ice Prelude. And it kind of ended up backfiring, because Ice Prelude just went for the safe 17 gas, 17 pool, later natural, and then macroed up behind it.
So Ice Prelude can play macro. He was telling me that doesn't think he could win a macro game, but there we have it. Just won one. So nicely done. And now we're going to get into their Masters players, because Ice Prelude has mown through their 2 diamonds. So waiting for their first Masters. Is it Siegfried? Let me see. Thank you, Rush, in the chat. And again, some more subs from J Skippy. Very much appreciated. Okay, Siegfried is the first master, and this is looking good. He's a tier 3 master, 4.6k MMR, which I'm feeling confident that our first master, J Skippy, can beat him.
Yep. Let's not count out Ice or Toaster Oven, or
That's
yeah,
true. Tiseno?
yeah, N2O.
Wait, is
Did I
Ento...
put?
You...
I did put. Whoops. I messaged N2O, but I wrote um, Tusaneo.
Oh, you do pronounce the T. I thought the T was silent.
I have no idea.
Most of those foreign names are like the T is silent, but
Yeah.
anyways. Yeah, so we've got if N2O can knock him out, then we've got also J Skippy and Ling Boy. So we're strong. I'm feeling confident. A win here would take us into the semifinals against. I'm not entirely sure which one, because on the sheet it didn't specify. But let me see.
I think we may be playing against the Confederation if we make it to the semis.
Is that? I thought. Okay, it was. Now, do we play the next? Let me see. Is it Is it clearly more? There's two semifinals. It doesn't say. Okay, the highest seed's choice. So I don't.
Well, that's for map pick. So we see the Confederation versus the lowest seed and Daily Life versus the highest seed. I think because we're in the Code A bracket, because we're in the Code A bracket, I think we'll be counted as the lowest seed, and the winner of Born Gosu and Validity Gaming will be counted as the highest seed.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Yeah, and Born Gosu won, so it'll be Born Gosu versus Daily Life.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting distracted. Ready?
Don't forget overlay.
Thank you, Snap. You know me too well.
I don't think I've seen many Zerg versus Terrans on this map. I usually see a lot of Protoss on this map, honestly.
You're right. We've seen a lot of PvZ on this map, especially, it seems like.
This was Terran's pick, so I'll be interested to see what strategy he pulls out.
Right, in the top corner of Ametrin, we have Siegfried as the light pink Terran.
And spawning in the bottom left as the red Zerg. Up 2-0 right now, securing 2 kills in this quarterfinals. It is Ice Prelude. With the drone rallied down to the natural base, we're going to see 17 hatch out of ice. Very cool. Plain standard. When he doubted himself. Oh no. He should have better confidence. I think he can handle it.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, is that if Siegfried was expecting cheese, then playing standard is the best you can do, so.
Right?
Sniper is asking, it's a best of 7, so if he wins, then it's going to be match point. And we take all in a reverse sweep to win. So, what is Drifton's MMR at right now? I forgot.
I think he's at 3.8.
Okay.
He tells me that he drifts between 3.6 and 3.8k.
Right. Yeah. So This is about a 600 MMR, 600 800 MMR difference. So a pretty significant advantage for Siegfried, but it's definitely not out of the realm possibility for Ice Prelude to pull off a win here.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's good for him to be pushing outside of his comfort zone, playing a standard game, because Cheese is great, but it's really important to be able to do both, have both skills to be a more complete StarCraft player.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see the first Reaper come across the map, and he's harassing the drones. The Lings for Ice are a little late, but we don't see any drone kills, so this exchange has already gone pretty decently for Ice. As long as he remembers to cancel the spores. There he goes.
Actually, very nicely done there, not losing a drone. One was extremely close, but saved it. That's a solid move. Ooh, that Reaper.
Almost a little miss micro. He does lose two Zerglings, but that's in the realm of acceptable losses. But he does have a very early Roach Warren. We may see a 2-base all-in for Ice. So trying to feign standard and then open up a little aggressively. And fortunately for him, we see Reactor Hellions on the side of Terran, so he's kind of playing into the advantage of the situation.
And also this map, I think, is a little bit better than a map like Dragonshire for this kind of 2-base Roach push, because it does have a pretty wide open natural opening, and you can hit that natural pretty easily, so I think that's going to turn out better for him than if he tried it on the previous map. Gets the Reaper as well. Some nice pick off. No more scouting.
So Siegfried's going to be completely blind to this Roach all-in coming at him. This is going to be a huge, huge deal for him. These Hellions have to see the Roaches. Well, he'll probably intercept the Roaches as they're across the map, but that's going to be way too late for a bunker. That's going to be way too late to switch the factory over to the tech lab for a tank. He's right now producing a Banshee, a little supply blocked, but there he goes. Banshee's on the way, and that's going to help out against the Roaches, but what you really, really, really want is a tank. One tank versus any amount of Roaches is a win for the tank. So we'll see how he decides to handle this.
Okay, these Hellions caught in the middle of the map. They weren't ambushed really at all, so nothing too devastating. This Hellion's all still alive, and they will be able to fight right at that choke. With the depots raised, we'll see how quickly that depot goes down. It's down, so now Roaches are in. Question is, how much damage can they do here?
Yep, there's the Banshee out. No cloak on the way. Oh, he's gonna cancel. He snipes the tech lab before a second Banshee can be queued up. So, what Terran has to work with right now is what he's got to deal with to defend this push.
Okay, fortunately for Siegfried, a lot of those Roaches were getting clumped up, so those Hellions were being extremely effective. Although now he's losing SCVs. We've got Lings here working on the other depot. Ice Prelude might have just defeated Siegfried here. Actually, yeah, he has. There's no second Banshee. This is it. He's fighting with SCVs.
Holy cow.
What a god. Ice Prelude.
Yeah, man. And I love it. I love that he's got drones in the production on the back foot of this. So even if this goes the worst, like if it gets cleaned up now, he's still gonna have a huge advantage. But that won't matter. GG's called by Siegfried. And Ice takes game 3. Oh my gosh.
Dude, godlike. Ice Prelude.
The sleeper,
legendary. Man. He wins MVP of this series easily. We'll see. He might be the only player playing. If he beats whoever's up next, we'll see.
That was a very strong Roach timing. Getting the Reaper, denying the vision for it, and then intercepting the Hellions on Terran's side of the map. It was really, really disastrous for Terran. That was an awesome win. Holy cow.
Very strong. Yeah, the SCVs were not there to repair the depot. So that's pretty surprising. Siegfried just kind of whiffed on that.
Yeah. With the SimCity he had, though, I guess from the mineral line of the main to the depot would not have been super extra long, but getting around the buildings would have taken a lot of travel time. But
It's true.
just watching the playback of the stream right now, and wow, those reinforcement zerglings, like he made one round of zerglings before he went into drones, and that was the deal sealer.
Crazy. Okay, Siegfried's getting the last player. This has been a pretty short cast, guys. We've been doing this for 45 minutes, or even less, about 30. So, or no, 45. Never mind. I lie. But still, very excited, guys. I believe in us that we can get to the finals and win. And this is just such an encouraging start. This is gonna be a good next couple weeks in these playoffs, guys. Snap has always been awesome, coordinating the diamonds. Doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Updating the spreadsheet when I forget. Used to be Snoopy's job, and you've kind of inherited it from him.
Can't make Snoopy do everything now, can we?
Exactly. He's worked to death correcting my errors, pretty much.
Chase skipping the chat says he's headed to bed. We don't need him. Oh man.
Yeah, it is much nicer with the 75-second delay to can interact with chat much more.
Yep. So we're going to be playing on Eternal Youth against. So it's going to be Ice against Tech 4. Tech 4 is the organizer of this event, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a really cool event. I want to just spend a second appreciating what he's done and setting this up and organizing it. Fantastic. It's a really fun tournament to be a part of.
Yeah, I gotta say I've known Tech 4 for a while. As a CTL captain of All Inspiration as well, and done a lot of other, been involved in a lot of other leagues and events. Just a great guy. Worked together a little bit the CTL off season on some changes for that, and a pleasure working with him. And yeah, I gotta agree, this is a really fun event. He's done a great job organizing this. I've had a ton of fun.
Here we go. Loading up game number 4. Don't forget the overlay.
It's already done.
You're a god.
Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Chat. No more. Okay. Good. I'm caught up on all the subs. It's annoying that the little OBS, it's the Streamlabs notification thing's not working. I'll have to troubleshoot that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for Skippy to not see the little flashing icon when you've donated to people, but we do very much appreciate it.
Yeah. With the 17 subs he gifted, I imagine that little icon would still be blinking.
Exactly. All right, for the last game here, guys, this is match point. Oops, I changed the score to 4. It's not, we're not there yet. It's 3. Okay. We've got Ice Prelude in top here as the green blue Zerg.
And spawning in the bottom left as the purple Zerg, representing AIlin and the leader of this team league, it is Tech 4.
Tech 4. Who picked these maps? Who picked these bad maps? It's funny. That's a lot of players' first impression. I'm trying to get Masters players to play. It's like, what? Custom maps? Are you out of your mind?
You dare ask me to play something that
The nerve.
So we saw standard 17 hatch, 17 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool for Tech 4, and we see out of Ice Prelude another early cheese build.
Okay, I like it.
This worked well for him last time. Tech 4 was able to watch that, I hope, and see that that was the build choice for Ice. So I wonder how more prepared is he going to be this time than what our first player was, Tool was.
Dragonshire, I believe the map distance is a little bit more. Sorry, rush distance is a little bit more.
Yeah. So Ice Prelude has neglected to put workers. Oh no, he pulled workers off of gas. My bad. So he's going for. He's just saturating his minerals completely now.
It's that deep Google DeepMind thing. Remember the whatever his name, Alpha something Mind, whatever. Did that? He oversaturated probes on
Yeah.
in a PvP, and that was the strategy that won. Apparently,
Mm.
that was
So
crazy
yeah, that
because
was absolutely insane to watch.
I had a conversation with my brother who's into AI, and it was about like 6 months ago. He was like, I just don't think. He said he thought that it would be a few more years before they would be able to crack a game like StarCraft, and then they cracked Go, that game, which is
Mhm.
pretty crazy. That was hugely impressive, and then them to just absolutely destroy a couple StarCraft 2 professionals is insane.
Yeah. So Tech 4 does get the complete scout in this, and he's gonna see roaches. The roach weren't already finished. So oh, he's got
Bane's in the
Bane's.
corner.
Oof. We'll see just how well Ice Prelude's attention to the minimap is. We'll see if he splits his workers at all. And here they go.
And okay,
Ooh.
only 4 drones though.
Yep. That could have been a way better hit with 3 workers being in the red. That was definitely better than what it could have been for sure.
Some
He
lanes of
did.
Tech 4 are going to slip into the natural though. Ice Prelude's out of position.
Yeah, he's marched his roaches across the map. So the Lings intercept this one roach, these 3 roaches. The one roach is going to go down, but the 2 others will take care of. Oh, but Ice runs everything back home. That's not what you need. Right, with a rush like this, you need to be across the map and doing damage as early as possible. So it was a very good distraction for Tech 4. We see a 9-worker lead for Tech 4. So with the roach wearing down, 2 spines of the natural, and a nice little pocket for the queens to hide in to protect them from the lings, I think Tech 4 is going to be just fine. He's already got a massed amount of lings ready to surround these roaches. Oh, and it looks like he's going to get a good fight with them too.
Very
Ooh.
nice surround. These roaches are going to go down. There are roaches reinforcing. She send those back now, or else those are just going to get swamped too.
Can't really send him back. The lings will just run him down.
Question mark.
And Ice Prelude's gonna just tap out right now. He's down almost double the workers. And yeah, Tech 4 with the hold and the win brings AIlin on the scoreboard.
All right, so next is going to be Entuo. Have a lot of faith in him as well as a diamond player, and also I'm not sure if it was his first time or not, but casted the other day, yesterday. Did a good job did a good job doing that. It was a lot of fun listening to him.
Yeah. All right. So while I'm gonna message um I'm gonna message into the maps that he has. I gotta look at our match history, see which ones we've played.
Okay, sorry, I was reading DMs. Okay, cool.
Ooh. It looks like 2 of our 3 remaining maps are current maps in the ladder pool, so that's kind of cool.
Port and what's the other one?
King's Cove.
King's Cove, right?
And then the third map that's not third map we have available is Karazhan Rift.
Right. Mm-hmm. Is Entuo in chat with us? Hmm. Where is he? Needs to... Oh, there he is. He's an Alpha B. Okay.
Is this ladder edition, I hope? I didn't check when I clicked accept.
I think so, because weren't there some errors with the other one?
Yes, there is. It is ladder edition. Oops, not me. Not you either. Alright, there we go.
Okay, so our last game is going to be a DVT on King's Cove.
Our last game, like, into was already won.
Our last, right, exactly. that much faith in Entuo.
He can do it, I believe.
Okay, for our fifth game of the night, we have our Green Terran Entuo in the top corner of King's Cove.
Spawning in the bottom right, representing AIlin, the purple Zerg, Tech 4. And things are already spicy, with 2 SCVs moving across the map for Entuo and an early gas for Tech 4. So it's going to be cheese versus cheese. Who do you think this favors?
I'm honestly not super sure about this early game situation. I'm going to say that probably I would give the edge to Tech 4 here, because if he slips out, well, okay, the depot wall should be up in time, but if he gets even a couple of links to the main of Entuo, that he can start chipping away at those depots.
Yeah, that'll hinder the economy, forcing SCVs to repair and spend the minerals repairing. So we'll see. It'll come down to the decision making of Tech 4 and whether or not Entuo has the depot wall in place. So those are the two big factors we got to be looking at. It's only going to be 2 barracks, so it's going to be 2 barracks marine. No gas for Entuo.
And will there be bunker right in the middle?
Well, if the Ling's already out, I don't think that there will be.
Right.
Uh-oh. Ooh, the Lings run right by the barracks.
And it looks like he's going to try a bunker anyway, so...
Yep. So he's lifting 1 barracks, sending it home already. And he drops the depot wall. Fantastic. Tech 4 is going to let the bunker go up for free. Oh no, there it is. There's the drone pull. But here's the Marines. Ooh, and Tech 4 pulls the Lings back home. Decides that he needs those over there more than he needs them harassing. Oh, the workers were neglected by Entuo, and 1-2 goes down.
But using a lot of drones though.
Yeah, 5 drones for Entuo, or for Tech 4 already lost. The last SCV goes down. And no Marines on production, so it's just these 3 Marines in the bunker, and we're gonna see how they do. But Tech 4 is down to 10 workers, losing 5 on an already weakened economy because of his early rush.
Where he's diving here. Okay, the Lings went on to the aggroed onto that 1 Marine, and he might lose that queen if he's not careful.
Yeah. Bunker's burning down, so he's gonna salvage it before it goes down. Nice play. He can target the queen, I think.
Oh, gets it! Very nicely done for Mentuo.
The Marines get cleaned up by the Speedlings, but he's already got a depot wall. He's starting a second command center in base. I would have liked to see him drop a factory, but I know he doesn't have the gas for it.
So it's very interesting because I thought that N2 wasn't going to be able to get much out of this proxy racks here with that fast pool. But just the really strong micro from N2O maximized that push with and the efficiency of it really well.
Absolutely. He's going to have the scouting barracks to see that it's going to be only drones on production for Tech Force, so he can go ahead and not have to drop a bunker. He's going to save on the bunker at home. He's going to not have to worry about repairing. And yeah, he's opted for a second barracks at home with STEM on the tech lab.
He's going to build a bunker, looks like, just to be safe. Can salvage that later, not a huge deal.
Yep. Ooh, there is a factory. I completely missed that in the back of the base for N2O with a reactor. I think that's going to be for medevac, and I think he's going to try and hit a very delayed 2-1-1 timing.
With STEM done, and it's going to be coming out in another minute or two. Roach Warren is going to be up for Tech 4.
Yep.
And putting some spines down as well.
Yep. So he's just trying to be safe against an early follow-up. He does have vision of the natural event to us, so he knows that the second CC isn't on place, but he doesn't know that it's completed. So I think he's trying to be a little safer than, trying to be a little safe, not being maximum greedy.
2 medevacs being produced now. Combat shield as well. So it is going to be a very late drop, but the question is, will there be enough? There's going to be spores in each mineral line. Looks like Tech 4 very aware of the possibility of that Banshee coming in. There's going to be 2 more queens produced, so with 4 queens out, some static D, maybe he'll be able to hold it off with some lings.
Yep. He's going to fly, N2O is going to fly the command center down to the low ground and clear up the ling and possibly the Overlord with the medevacs giving the high ground vision. I don't know how much he wants to reveal that he has the medevacs already, though. We'll see. It looks like he is okay with revealing it.
Okay, Tech 4 did not see the medevacs, so smart play from N2O. There's a third CC down as well. It's a very fast third CC.
Yeah, it is. Holy cow. It looks like it was started before the third hatch of Zerg. I don't know how much I like the third hatch location for Tech 4. There's a big distance between the natural and the chosen third base of Tech 4. He's opted for that location instead of the more usual pocket third base that we see on the high ground.
Yeah, I agree. And then if you take that third, the fourth is a little bit more normal of an expansion as well. So I think that was the wrong choice from Tech 4. N2O is loading up. He's stimming forward. What is he going to get? Has to move the medevacs because of the Spore Crawler. Queens coming up. There's 4 queens here. 1 goes down instantly. No mana for transfuses. Losing all these queens. Nice job from N2O so far. There's actually nothing here except a few lings.
Yep. He did lose a medevac to Spore Crawlers, which is a little micro out of him, but he's going to target that Spore Crawler down. I'm going to do a little more damage to medevac, but now with the lings scattered and not really representing a big force, I don't like that he's chosen to clear creep. I think he just needs to get on top of the drones while he has the opportunity to.
And these Marines are going to get cleaned up. +1 armor +1 attack just did finish. But still, a ton of damage done from that drop. You know, 4 queens, 5 queens, a ton of lings, some static D, and a little creep. So, very good drop from N2O. Now that his third is finished, he can start macroing very heavily, so great job, Ento, with that aggression.
Yep, he's got 3 barracks on production. He's got +1 armor in production as well. No armory, so he's gonna be a little late to getting his 2-2. But yeah, with the forced lings out of Tech 4 and the 5 queen kills like you mentioned, I think all in all that was pretty good for him.
Okay, we see Spire here, and this is interesting because I think that Tech 4 is not going to be able to... I don't know if that's the right decision because it's going to be a bit before he can utilize that with enough of a mute account. I think that Entuo, if he chooses to drop heavily in the next few minutes, that he could pick him apart with drops because choosing to go for Spire means that his fighting power is delayed quite a bit.
Absolutely. One thing that I'm really concerned for Antuo is that he has no vision of the third base. He will see the drones rallied over there now, so I think he should be able to infer it, but he doesn't have the direct confirmation, which I worry about. I think he thinks it's still 2 base. With the medevac dropping at the suspected third location, I think he thinks it's 2 base.
He clearly doesn't see the wait. He must have seen some creep, didn't he?
No, the
Oh, the vision blocker. Okay.
Yeah. He saw 2 drones rally over there, but I don't know how much he was paying attention at the time.
We have corruptors coming out for Tech 4. Interesting. It's just going to be surviving on Link Bane for a bit now. And this drop going into the main is very well defended for Tech 4. So no more damage from Entuo. It's a shame that he didn't get any vision of this third because it's pretty wide open. If he could get a drop in there, it'd be pretty huge.
Yeah. I feel like as soon as he realizes that it is there, he will drop it. Because there's no creep connecting it. All but one of the creep tumors on the map has actually been killed by Entuo. But we do see, yeah, he scans the suspected third base again. I'm afraid that he hasn't realized it.
Looks like he's moving out. He's got 2 tanks, some Marauder Bioforce, and it's quite a significant army lead right now. It's 70-40. But with this tank Bioforce, it's all going to come down to the positioning. The one thing going for him is that there's not really many Banelings here. If this was all Banelings, then it could be a pretty nasty sandwich. But as of now, Ento is moving out. Although he's moving south, and the thing is that there's one expansion down there, but the third is going to continue unhindered in this game.
Yeah. He is going to siege the tanks a little behind, and they're going to get pot shots off on the Lings. We'll see how well he splits and kites the Banelings back into the tanks. With only 1 tank being sieged.
Okay, split pretty good. The Banelings, though, still getting some very heavy clumps.
Right, and there's only 1 Marine on the ground now for Intro. 2 Marines. The Corruptors are going to have free reign to take out the medevacs. That's going to be a real hindrance of Intro.
Yeah, killing a lot of Marauders there. I'm sorry, medevacs there. You're gonna lose those 2 tanks. So, all in all, not a great attack for N2O. He still killed a lot, but no damage done to the economy of Tech 4. So basically, just giving Tech 4 more time to get back into this game. His 4th base is up as well, so his economy is now going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, he's going to be macroing pretty hard. As well, Intuo hasn't taken the gas on his 3rd base, so I think he's running lower on gas than what he needs to be. Fortunately, he catches the Banelings in the middle of the map, and he's got +3 weapons already on the way as 2-2 finishes up for Zerg. We'll see. It'll be very important for him to get +3 armor researching immediately, as soon as +2 finishes for him in a couple seconds. But
Tech 4 has a hatchery on this high ground. I'm not sure if that's a manor hatchery or what, but... okay, the Banelings rolling in here, getting pretty good connections, although it's mostly Marauders, so they're not melting quite the same way that Marines would. But he's holding his own here, pressing forward, and now there's enough Marines that he can fight the Corruptors too.
Yeah, and there's a significant supply lead. Oh, he snipes the morphine hatchery or the morphine hive. That's a big pickoff, sending Tech 4 back down to 3 bases. Oh man, he loses all the tanks. I think I'm not sure. Yeah, I just found the hatchery you were talking about. That's, in my opinion, that's a macro hatch, and it's there to spread creep and grant vision of the high ground.
Yeah, it's just I was not expecting that at all, but
Yeah.
it could get gunned down pretty easily right here if N2O wants to.
Yep. He does start +3 armor right away, so he's gonna pull back for now, rally his forces, regroup. He is light on medevacs though. He only has 4 on the map, and they're at home.
It is possible that he thinks this is 2 base. I mean, I can't imagine so, but it's possible that he thinks that this is 3 base or something. There's another base, but
yeah, he absolutely he saw the creep peeking out from underneath the vision blockers, so he has all the information he needs to. That, and Zerg has been producing a lot on what he thinks is 2 base, so that should be a big indicator as well. Zerg catches the 1 siege tank though, out of position. Oh, the Banelings get decent hits, but there's more Marines than there are Banelings, and that's going to be a real big problem for Tech 4.
Yeah, now N2O is getting into this upper ground location, and it looks like there might just not be enough for Tech 4 to fight this. He guns down that hatchery again, and getting a ton of drones.
Yeah, N2O has got 3 times the army supply of Tech 4. He's marching into the main. He is going to be taking Bane hits on creep.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, great split. He actually split. He juked the Banelings out, and so that they exploded on a very small percentage of Marauders. That was a fantastic split there at the end, and just a fantastic game from N2O. So very nicely done, and very proud of our diamonds in this series.
Holy cow! I'm so impressed with our guys. That was awesome. N2O never letting up on the pressure. I would have liked to see him target the 3rd base. He could have got a lot of economic damage done way early on in the match, but he was able to keep his macro up, and yeah, just bring it home.
Awesome. Who even needs masters when you've got 6 diamonds? It is N2O. Very nicely done. So we are going to advance to the semifinals to play the Confederation. And we will see you next week, guys. Thank you for casting with me, Snap, and also thank you for everybody who tuned in. Jay Skippy for giving us tons of subs, and to all our players for showing up and being phenomenal. Okay, so got anything else to say, Snap, before I close the stream?
Nope, that pretty much sums it up. Fantastic work by our diamonds, and yeah, it's just holy cow. I'm blown away.
Me too. Alright, we will see you guys later, sometime this week. Got a kind of a weird schedule this week, so I'm gonna have to talk to you, Snap, later about when I can cast, and I may not be able to cast next week. Depends on what happens this weekend for me. But anyways, it will be casted some way or another, if it's me or if it's somebody else. So we'll see you then. Congratulations, everybody, and I wish everybody a very good night. See you later.